Hi, welcome to Nurse 241. This is your final med-surg class here at Lake Washington Institute of Technology, Associate Degree Nursing. Let's take a look at my Canvas course. Let's do a little quick orientation to Canvas itself and look at my dashboard, which I think is going to be fairly similar to what your dashboard looks like. You've got your profile here to your left, dashboard tab, course tab that lists all of your courses, calendar tab, which is very convenient to have. Canvas organizes all those dates for you. Inbox, if you see a little number icon there, you know there's a message from me. We can message each other. I'll message you individually or class-wide. Comments tab, which we won't be using in this class, and then the Canvas Help tab, which is quite helpful. If you have questions, please take a look at this tab. You can contact eLearning. You can contact them via email. You can visit them in the library on the second floor. You can message me if I can help you. I certainly will be happy to do that. Or you can even Google Canvas questions, and that's another thing you can do. Now let's go to our course 241 and take a look and see that course for and I will now switch over to student view, which makes most sense. Pretty much we see pretty much the same setup. We're going to navigate through the tabs on the left, but you see the welcome page right now, and this class is focused on the critical care, emergency, and complex conditions. Over to your right, you're going to have your to-do list, which kind of keeps you abreast of everything that's upcoming, your course calendar. Okay, so this is your home page. Let's take a look at the announcements, and I'll try to have an announcement or two every week or every other week. This welcome announcement is very important to read actually before we start class or before the first week of the quarter. The next tab is the grades tab, and this will provide you with a nice overview of your grades for the quarter. Then we're going to take a look at the syllabus tab, and syllabus set up fairly standard as compared to all other syllabus there here at the college. 5-credit class on Thursdays from 9 to 2. Class location is A303. My contact information, office hours, how soon I will get back to you for any questions or concerns, course description, which matches what's in the course catalog, prereqs, co-reqs, student outcomes competencies, also matches what's in the course catalog, method of instruction, and these activities that support theory will also be facilitated in Canvas. Required textbooks and materials, which you've pretty much have all of these already, and then any recommended resources in case you've decided, well, maybe you might pick up something that you haven't used before. And I do urge you to start using those NCLEX materials now if you haven't started using those yet. Grading scales on a 4.0. You do need to have a 2.0 before progressing to the next quarter. Our class is based on 1,000 points, and here's the breakdown for that. Participation, very important, and here's a rationale as to why, how it really augments your learning. And if you become very familiar with the rubric here on participation, then it will encourage you to do well and get a good participation score in this class. Course policies and procedures, please pay attention to the specific policies around exams and attendance, participation, academic integrity, computer and cell phone usage, and then community standards for the college. It's pretty much standard throughout: equal opportunity information, campus safety, support services for learning, computer lab, tutoring, bookstore, so on and so forth. And then the class schedule at the end. I have a link for you to open that up with. And then on the first day, we'll all sign the affidavit that I'll provide in class. Quick look at the schedule that you can download and open up for yourself, print it off, put it in your notebook. All of the activities, exams, and dates, what have you, all coincide to what's happening in Canvas. So everything's on track for that. Okay, so let's navigate back up to the tabs to the left. You're going to see now we have a module tab, which I think I'm going to wait till the end to go look at. Assignment tab. Students like to have access to the assignment tab because it gives them a running list of all the assignments that are going to be needing to be done for this quarter. Discussion tabs, a handy little place to find all of your discussions for this quarter. Learning Library Commons, I won't click on this, but this is your complete access to learning to the library resources, which is a very handy tab to have. Let's go now to modules, and let's look at what we have here. To start off with, we have a final course eval, which you will not be asked to complete until towards the end of the course. Let's look at the first module. It says start here. This first page is a very important one for you to read, the welcome and start here page. Next is the intro to instructor. It's me. It gives you background and contact information. The navigating 241 Canvas course YouTube, which you are viewing right now, and you can always go back and look at it again. The syllabus that we just looked at under the syllabus tab to the left, you may also access it here as a Word doc and print it off. Here is a tab specifically for nursing journals found at LW Tech. So learning library learning columns, or specifically you can go to this tab to find those nursing journals. And then we have a rubric here for group case study, and then your first discussion assignment, your participation tab, which basically is the same thing that you see in the syllabus, but here it is if you want to take a look at it and print that off. And then if we use Lockdown Browser for exams, I'll have you direct you to that tab when the time comes. So let's look at assignment tab and see how that actually looks. The Submit Assignment tab here to your right, pretty sure that you're familiar with this as you probably used it in other classes. It says no due date, but on the first day we're going to break up and decide who's going to take what. And then when you look at the calendar to see, depending on what you've chosen, then you'll know what your due date will be, how many points, how you're going to upload that assignment. Let's take a look at a rubric. And pretty much for almost every assignment, there will be a rubric. And here is the group project case study rubric, which is fairly self-explanatory. And if you follow it, you're going to be great. Shouldn't have any problems with that. Anytime you have any questions about any of the assignments, please, talk to me, send me a message. I'm always happy to answer any questions. Let's go to the next thing in this module, which is a discussion assignment, your first discussion assignment. Again, for every assignment, I really try to lay it all out as plainly as possible. If you're still not sure, talk to me. Next thing on the list is the participation tab, which I showed you earlier, and then the practice quiz for Lockdown Browser. That's if we use it. Now let's go back to modules again and see where we've how far we've gotten. This optional self-study module on cancer, that's for your own benefit and information. The Do ATI module clumps all the practice tests and proctor tests into one module there for you. And then we start week by week by week. So you'll see everything's laid out week by week by week. So let's just look at, like, say, the first module, week 1 module. Before every unit, we're going to have lesson objectives. And these lesson objectives are going to correspond to PowerPoints and learning activities. What are we trying to accomplish for this unit? Okay, so you'll find that at the beginning of each unit. Okay, here's a key point assignment. For every unit, you're going to have a key point assignment. Let's take a look at this assignment because it's unique to my course. You're going to see that your unit PowerPoints are here, your key point document, and you're going to create a key points assignment using the template as your guide. And you're going to pick out 4 key points and then give supportive information from your readings, PowerPoints, Panoptos, whatever you found to support that key point that you've chosen. If you're trying to wonder, like, what is this supposed to be? What is this supposed to look like? Here's a student example. It doesn't have to look exactly like this student's example, but it's just here to kind of help you. Okay. And let's look at an actual key point. Here's a key point document from your Lewis text. And what are key points? They are the most important points of that chapter that you should have a good grasp on. And all you're doing is picking one of these points. For example, you can write about anxiety as a common problem for ICU patients. That's a key point, okay? Another key point is you can choose hemodynamic monitoring, referring to measurement of pressure flow and oxygenation. You can talk about that as another key point. So these are examples of key points, okay? And there will be a rubric again for this assignment, okay? Here is a Panopto for this unit and another Panopto for this unit, okay? Here's a good YouTube on cardiac output. You learned about cardiac output in physiology, and it's time to get refreshed on this important topic for this unit. This is a great YouTube I want you to take some time to watch on the special nutritional needs for the critical care patient. We've got a couple of ATI assignments, and in this assignment, it's going to give you just some very basic steps on how to get to that assignment and what to do, and then submit those PDF results to the Submit tab for points. And for this particular module, you'll have 2 ATI assignments. So for the first week, we pretty much covered everything, and it's going to repeat itself, for the next week. Things might be a little bit different, but basically the same. Every other week, you'll see a tab for in-class assignments. We'll go over those things in class. Your scholarly article is embedded here, and then we go on to week 3. I also will have exams embedded into the modules, but I won't publish the exams until the morning of. We will take exams in class, and we will take them on the college computers. And basically, that's how the class goes from week to week to week. And I hope you found this tutorial helpful.